welcome to the Fairview High Yellow Jackets Coaches Show. I am Coach Chris Hughes, and this is our defensive coordinator, Frank Simmons. How you doing, Frank?
I'm good.
I see him a lot. We really don't have to shake hands. We're going to talk today about our game with East Hickman. Last Friday, the Yellow Jacket football team went to East Hickman and came away with a 49-13 win. So now the Fairview Yellow Jackets are 2-0, headed into our contest at home Friday night with Creekwood. I have Coach Simmons here because the defense played very well against the East Hickman Eagles. Rebounded after we struggled a little bit in the first half of the East Robertson game. So first question for you, Coach Simmons, is what were some of the goals for the defense going into the East Hickman game?
Well, each game I set out a list of goals that I want our defense to accomplish, and they consist of a number of points, which we set a goal this week to hold them under 13 points, and under a certain amount of yardage, which was 200 yards per game, and force 3 turnovers and accomplish 5 quarterback sacks. We didn't feel like they had been pressured very much. And we met each one of those goals except for the point total. We gave up 14. So I thought we did pretty good with that. And
the defense did play very well. What were some key things about the game? Or let's talk about East Hickman first. They're running the Tony Franklin spread offense now, which is similar to what we run, not exactly, a lot more screens. What player from East Hickman kind of stood out to you on the offensive side when you're game planning, trying to stop them?
Well, definitely number 8. And we held him down for the most part, except for 8. He broke a couple of plays on us, which if we take those away, we hold him to probably 100 yards of offense. And he showed a lot of ability and speed. We did game plan for it quite a bit. We made some adjustments in the second half, and we really shut it down in the second half, keeping him from hurting us with the long run.
Good. I know you've had a chance to look at the game film, went over everything. We actually have already went over the team. Let's talk about some defensive players that really stood out in your mind during the East Hickman game. Just a couple of people and what kind of stood out as far as how they helped contribute to shutting the Eagles' offense down.
Well, first I'd like to say that I love the fact that we are playing better as a team. We had a lot of team tackling, and that's what you always want to see out of your defense. We did have some excellent effort out of Bobby Bach. He made some incredible hits. We had
2 fumble recoveries.
2 fumble recoveries.
Which was important, turnovers.
We had a great game out of Logan Cavender, which was his first varsity start. He had 3 quarterback sacks. He had 2 other tackles for loss, which that's impressive for anyone, and let alone someone starting their first varsity game. And, of course, Ethan Cassidy, he was solid as well, solid as usual. 14
tackles, I believe.
14 tackles.
That's pretty impressive. Alex Gerchin had an interception.
Yeah, Alex forgot his. He had an interception.
He did.
They 8 had broke away, and Daniel Raines had made an excellent effort to catch him on their 10-yard line. 2 plays later, Gerchin makes an interception. We hold him out of the end zone, and we turn the field on him right there, and we score again, and it's practically over after that.
Yeah, and we'll look at that in just a moment. Going into the game, East Hickman had been a 2-0 football team. They scored 40 points against Loretta, and they pulled out just a win against Perry County, 8-6, I believe. So they were 2-0, we were 1-0, and this was our first district game. How important was it for us to get that first district win as far as not just coach staff, but for the team and the mentality and morale? What do you think about that?
Well, that's something that we've preached from the start, is that our goal is the state playoffs, and not just to make it to the state playoffs, but to be a factor in the state playoffs. And this was our first step toward that goal, and we took a step in the right direction.
Coach Simmons, you often tell the team, what do you expect? What do you expect? And he says that very much, pretty much daily. And now the team is responding. They expect a state championship. That's what we want. That's where we want to head. And we have goals along the way. I can't remember how you say it to me. Don't get ahead. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, or something like. We're going to take one game at a time.
We try to keep focused.
That's right.
Sometimes it's hard to look, not to look ahead, but we can't overlook anyone.
Well, and if we cannot look ahead and not look behind, I think we're going to do well. Right. I think the defense was much improved from the first game, and we've got a big task ahead of us this week with Creekwood. They are a very large team. Let's go to some key plays, Coach Simmons, and you and I will talk about these as they happen. The first play, our offense, the first half, we were a little sluggish, started out a little slow. The defense responded for us, and actually special teams came into play. Coach King told me he thought we would get a block punt this game, and I'll let you talk this through as we pull it up here. We're going to watch and see what happens. This is East Hickman punting from their own 32-yard line. So let's just go ahead, Coach, tell us what you see.
We have our max rush on, and Tyler Emler on the left end here is going to break through and clean. He's going to get the block. And his other fellow kicker, Caleb Duke's going to pick it up. He's going to score. And you see, and this is what I really like, you see some enthusiasm and excitement from our players after this happened.
Right.
And again, we really felt like we were capable and going to box some punts during this ball game, and we did right off the bat.
And that put us up 6-0, got us a lead. Didn't last long. East Hickman was able to score again. But we have some very unique kickers in the fact that they have a lot of speed and are able to help us in some other ways too. I talked last game about Tyler and Caleb being special with their speed and their kicking ability, but here I don't know if you'll find another team in the nation that have a kicker. There are two kickers. One blocked the punt, one scooped it and scored for a touchdown. I don't think you will. So that was a big play for Tyler and Caleb, and they did a good job. The next thing I want to talk about, Coach, and you know how much I love offense, but this was an ESPN type catch on a big 3rd down and 16 play. Let's walk through Bobby Bach's catch and maybe even pause it in midair if we could. Right here you're going to see Daniel roll out. Kind of tell us what you see, Coach.
Well, as he rolls, we're on a 80 roll, one of our roll series. And Bach makes a tremendous catch. Like he said, an ESPN highlight film type catch where he lays out, catches it with his left hand, and brings it in. It's just a tremendous effort to bring that ball down. I mean, you couldn't find a better catch at any level. I
want to tell you, we had Alex Gertchen come up with a big catch too, and it seems like when we're in 3rd and long, that Daniel and the receivers find some way to get it done. We've been very fortunate the first few games to get that.
I think we're developing a rhythm right there with our passing game, and they're developing that connectivity where they're going to rely on each other and they know where each other are at, and it's just that confidence that continues to build. I agree.
The next play I want to look at is Daniel Raines. Number 8 for East Hickman has super speed. And when I say super speed, you can tell by looking at him on the film. He is just a superb athlete. You're going to see number 8 catch a slip screen, which East was very successful with in their first couple of drives. Something we had game planned for, but East Hickman was very good at executing this play. I don't think it was so much we were doing anything wrong on defense as they were just doing it better on offense in that play, and we fixed that. Right. But you're going to see right here, and I'm going to let you walk through. Number 8 catches a slip screen. Go ahead and play that.
It's going to start off to his left. What happens is our defensive linemen get too far upfield, and
we miss a tackle.
We miss a few tackles here, and he splits the middle of our defense. But the saving grace here is going to be Daniel in his effort to bring him down. Like Coach Hughes was just saying, this fella has a lot of speed. That'll show you how much speed Raines has.
Yeah, Daniel caught him from behind, and the crowd really got energized when that happened. Even though it was a big play for East, it seemed to energize our crowd as well when Daniel caught him. Everyone thought he was gone.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and now that led to this play, Coach. Talk about what they were trying to do here. I guess this was a fade route in the corner.
Gertchen's in nice position. They're trying to get the ball to the end zone here. Alex Gertchen is in position to make the interception.
And he picks it off.
And we hold them out of the end zone. And this is where the ball game really turns for us. Because we take the ball back on the 20, and we're able to convert this into a touchdown drive and takes off from there.
Took it over from there, I agree. So that was a really huge play. In fact, it led to this touchdown we're about to see. We ended up again in a 3rd and long situation, and you'll see that we got in a 3rd and long, and we throw a screen pass here to Ethan Cassidy, and he's going to show a lot of speed for a big man. And Daniel drops back right here. I'll go ahead and walk through. Ethan catches it. One missed tackle, and Ethan's gone. And that is a lot of speed for a big man.
You know, there's some excellent blocking going on downfield.
Really is.
Hits his block here. 53 possibly could have caught up with him. Our linemen are pursuing down the field, something that we really we harp on it, but we expected out of them, and they were executing.
Jacob Chapdelaine.
Jacob Chapdelaine, Jack somebody else.
Yeah, he punished an East Hickman player on that play if you watch close, number 71. All right. Next thing I want to talk about, Devin Penner. It was his birthday going into this game, and he was a birthday boy, and he wanted to have a good game. And I'll say this, Devin ran the ball as hard as I've ever seen him run. You're going to see a jet sweep right here where Devin takes the ball and scores. And just the speed that he's at right now is really helping us make a difference on the offensive side. So we're going to look at this play. Did you notice anything different to Devin now that he's 18 years old and his birthday?
Maybe not necessarily just being 18. It's the repetition part, I believe. Our timing is getting a whole lot better. Again, we expect it to continue to get better. He's hitting the hole fast. He's hitting the hole hard.
Watch this right here, Coach. When he comes through, Daniel hands him the ball. He's got Ethan and Bobby out front blocking, and he cuts through a seam and is just almost untouched into the corner. That's a lot of speed, and that's going to help us. We're going to need him to play like that against Creekwood if we have a chance to beat them. Last play I want to look at is a defensive play, and this play and this player, Bobby Bach had a really impressive game, I felt like, on the defensive and offensive side. We've already seen a great catch he made. Coming back to this, he makes a tackle in the backfield that was very impressive.
In our pursuit.
Walk us through this, Coach.
Our pursuit is what ends up making this happen. We string it down the lines to sweep for them, and Bach comes from his corner position, and as it's being strung out, he just lays the wood to number 20.
He wrapped him up and punished him.
He did, and that's what we want. We want hard physical tackles from these guys. And again, we had so many people around the football. If he'd have cut back, we were there to stop it. The Bach comes up and lays the lick.
Well, Coach, I thought the defense did a great job this game.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to the Creekwood game. Some of the things we'll need to do against them we're working on right now. We're getting ready. Creekwood's going to be a very tough opponent. We'd like everyone to come out Friday night at 7:30. It's our first home game. It's also 9/11. We are having some special events that night. First of all, we're having a blackout Creekwood. And what that means to you as fans is wear black. We want to fill the fans with black shirts, black jackets, black pants, whatever you can wear black. We're going to try to black out Creekwood. When they look in the stands, I want them to see just a pitch black crowd screaming and cheering. We're also having a fifth quarter this week. After every home game, Snappy's Pizza will have a replay of the game from 10 to midnight at Snappy's, no charge. So come on out and watch the game. Some of the kids, I'm sure, will run out and get to see that. Well, Coach Simmons, I appreciate it. Good luck for you and me both this week. Yep. And I'm Chris Hughes, and this is Frank Simmons, and we'll see you next time for the Fairview Yellow Jackets Coaching Show.